Pedro Neto determined to join Arsenal. £15 million for Ainsley Maitland-Niles is what Arsenal want for him. If at all Southampton raises that, then they'll take him. Then obviously Hector Bellerin out of Arsenal is going to make news. Is going on to make news day in, day out, as they are really trying to negotiate on a deal that is going to benefit both of the sides involved into this deal. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner and smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now remember, we hit 6,000 subscribers and now we are having 6,200 subscribers, and I know we can hit 7,000 subscribers, guys. Subscribe, guys. Do that for me and I won't really let you down. I'm going to be consistent. I promise to be coming in here on a daily, 3 times minimum, to bring you sports stories as they really happen in the world. You know, we are nearing that deadline day, that is next Thursday, and obviously we're going to be here bringing you news of every kind, and that day is really going to be so much busy and ganged up, and obviously Rock and David won't let you down. So let's get into the Pedro Neto story, guys. Let's have 300 likes for this story. Can we have 300 likes for this story, guys? Because I know it's going to be viewed by thousands of people. So out of the thousands and thousands that are going to view this video, can I get only 300 to smash the like button? All right, let's get into this story that is really making rounds on social media. The Mirror. It's the 90-minute football. Obviously, they are telling us that Pedro Neto is determined to seal a move from Wolves to Arsenal this transfer window, having been a long-time fan of the Gunners. Obviously, Pedro Neto has an interest to join Arsenal. Edu told us when he was in America that when he's really trying to pursue a player to come to Arsenal, he first talks to the agent. He has to talk to the player personally and see whether the player is convinced with the project happening at Arsenal. That's what these players go on and that's what Edu goes on and do. Now, Pedro Neto was confirmed that interest is genuine for him to join Arsenal by Fabrizio Romano, David Austin, and very many other tabloids out there. And obviously the determination is in here for you. But the problem is, however much the player is determined to join Arsenal, is Arsenal willing to pay £50 million for Pedro Neto? That is the amount of money that Wolverhampton Wanderers value in this man. Good player, 22 years of age. He 100% fits into what we call the Arsenal structure, that age bracket, because I really believe and I'm convinced that Mikel Arteta and Edu really want to get in players who are not above 25 years. Less. At most, Arsenal can only sign a player who is 26 years of age. But most of the players they've brought in are below that age. 25, 24, 23. That's their target. They know that if at all you keep these players together for like 2-3 seasons, they'll have reached a level of winning the Premier League. As I've already predicted, that when you look at Arsenal is doing, in the season of 2024-2025, Arsenal are really going to win the Premier League. They might win it this season or next season, but for me, this season, I really believe that Arsenal's project would have reached a level of really breeding results is 2024-2023. That is 2 years from now. I really believe that after this season and next season, the other season of 2024-2025, Arsenal's project will be up and ready to go on and win the Premier League. But that doesn't mean that Arsenal can't win the Premier League this season, because they are looking good. They are looking good. That's why they want to bring in players like Pedro Neto. An addition of Pedro Neto to the side of Arsenal obviously means a lot. One, addition of quality, constant solutions to the front three, lots of assists, another source of goals, another player whose intensity and tenacity is undoubted. That is Pedro Neto at the side, which goes by the names of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Arsenal is in need of this player, and the player is determined to go in the field. But remember, yesterday I brought you a story that they are way apart in the valuation of this player. Arsenal believe £35 million are okay for Wolverhampton Wanderers to sell them Pedro Neto. Wolverhampton Wanderers is saying we want 50, meaning that there is a gap of 15 million pounds. So Arsenal is negotiating that down and see whether they can get in a player who is an admirer of the club since he was young. Obviously, you saw that story that he was interviewed by TalkSport, and he said that I really love the way Arsenal plays. So obviously by then it was Mikel Arteta in the system, and obviously guess who the current manager of Arsenal? Obviously it's Mikel Arteta, and Mikel Arteta has a way he really convinces these players. As Edu is doing his job, even Mikel Arteta goes ahead to go on and really add on his own words to convince the player to come in and join Arsenal. That is Pedro Neto to Arsenal, a deal that let's wait and see. Is it going to be happening on the deadline day? But obviously the player is 100% determined to join the Mikel Arteta's side in here onto the Rokani Media Football. So smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. The other story is all about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Time Sport is telling us that Arsenal are looking to get 15 million pounds for Ainsley Maitland-Niles this window. When you look at 15 million pounds for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I really believe that, is it so much? But for any player who is English, crossing from one Premier League side to the other Premier League side, you expect such amount of money to be put onto his head. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, why is he costing 15 million pounds? You see, it looks like little, but to me, I see it as much. It's much. I thought that if Arsenal gets 10 million pounds out of Ainsley Maitland-Niles, they would have even gotten something that is so much unthought of. It's out of the range because he has not been playing football. When he went to AS Roma, he played like 10 games. Returned to Arsenal, never really put up a shift in the preseason. And obviously, to me, I don't really believe that he's a central midfielder. And that is what is costing his career. I'm repeating this every video I talk about Ainsley Maitland-Niles because the problem is that for him, he really believes that he's a central defensive midfielder. He can play as a box-to-box midfielder. Yet to me, I really believe that he's better as a right back. And I think Southampton are really in this deal negotiating it. Reason being, the player wants to go in and play as a midfielder in Southampton. You can't tell me that he's going to play there as a right back. No, they're having Kyle Walker-Peters playing very well, consistent. He's not an injury-prone player, and obviously he's a very good player. But Arsenal demanding 15 million pounds for this player. I don't believe they're going to get that money. And Fabrizio Romano had something he said about Ainsley Maitland-Niles yesterday, that Southampton are really in negotiation, and I think Arsenal really wanting close to 15 million pounds. And I really believe that that can really lead them to go in and bring in James Garner. I think it will force them to bring in James Garner because this man, 15 million pounds is way much for a player like Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Has not been playing Premier League football. You get, I mean, it's his age, he's young, but not really. I'm not really convinced that 15 million pounds will go in for a player who goes by the names of Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Why is Arsenal really asking for that amount of money? That's the big question, because this player has not been playing football for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Even when he was loaned, he was not impressing. But what is really the aim of Arsenal calling for this amount of money for a player like Ainsley Maitland-Niles? So let's wait and see what is really going to happen in here onto the channel which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football as far as Ainsley Maitland-Niles is concerned, because Fabrizio Romano has something to tell us, and I'm looking for it. I'm looking for that story that Fabrizio put up as far as Maitland-Niles is concerned. Fabrizio Maitland-Niles, he told us. All right, I've gotten the story. I've gotten it. I've gotten the story, guys. I have it. So, Fabrizio told us that Southampton are in talks with Arsenal to sign Ainsley Maitland-Niles on loan with a buy option included, as his current contract at Arsenal includes an option to extend until 2024. Southampton are pushing and are insistent on beating competition for the player. So it looks like Arsenal want to get a loan move for this player, get him out. When you get him out, put in a buyout clause of £15 million. So let's wait and see how it's going to go on, but I don't see it as something that Southampton will go on and accept. I know Southampton will go in and negotiate this fee down. They'll have to negotiate this fee down and obviously see what is going to happen for this player. Obviously, I don't believe when they pay out £15 million, I'm going to be so much shocked. He's not worth £15 million unless otherwise they put in a clause that if at all he really hits the ground on Southampton, you get us £15 million. If at all he doesn't hit the ground running, you're going to pay us like 10 or 8. So, into the last story, Hector Bellerin is in negotiations to agree a financial package for the final year of his contract at Arsenal, which would then free him to join another team. One source close to the situation described it as a complicated deal with a lot of moving parts. So this deal of Hector Bellerin out of Arsenal, every day we are getting a different story, but obviously there is one positive. Both sides believe that departing is the best solution for them. But the way they are going to depart is the problem. There is someone who wants to terminate a contract. There is a part that really wants to get in money. So we are really confused of what is coming in from Arsenal, and everyone is telling you the other. Arsenal wants some money. The other one will come and tell you they don't want to terminate the contract. The other one is saying Arsenal want to terminate the contract. And if at all Arsenal want to terminate the contract and they've really agreed it mutually, why does a money factor come in through, like a compensation package for him? You get? Because they can even sell him and then let him go. So I think there is unclarity over this story as far as Hector Bellerin is concerned to Arsenal, and I will believe that we should throw more light onto those stories. And I'm waiting for credible journalists to come in through and really tell me what we think about this, because it's really agitating according to me, and it's annoying. So let's wait and see what's going to happen for you. Then James Ollie, senior football writer at ESPN, told us that sources have also told ESPN Real Betis and Barcelona need to resolve issues with registering players as they seek to comply with La Liga financial regulations. There are other clubs who have expressed an interest in Hector Bellerin, but is keen on returning to Spain. Yesterday they told us that he has even snouted Barcelona. Now he's saying that it's okay to return to Spain. So I'm really so much bothered about this story, and I really have a lot of concern in it. I want to see how Hector Bellerin is not going to Real Betis. If he wants to go to Spain, Villarreal is in Spain, Atletico Madrid are in Spain. They wanted this player. The player said, no, I want Real Betis. Now, yesterday's story came in through that he has snouted Barcelona. He only wants Real Betis. We are waiting to see what this is going to be all about in here on Rokani Media Football, because Barcelona and Real Betis are trying to really sort themselves out as far as the financial regulations are concerned in the La Liga. They are not allowed to really sign players, register players. They can sign, but registration is always hard because they have broken or breached the financial regulations of the La Liga. And now that's going to be another blockage for Hector Bellerin to join a team that he wants. And obviously, teams that are wanting this player are all having problems. Barcelona is having problems, Real Betis is having problems, and even if they buy him, registering him is going to be a problem because they are beyond the wage limit they're supposed not to exceed. So that's what I had for you. Hector Bellerin with Arsenal trying to sort out a deal of them really parting ways mutually. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, £15 million is what Arsenal really wants from this man. Then thirdly, we talked about Pedro Neto determined to join Arsenal from Wolverhampton Wanderers, but obviously there is a blocking factor of a £15 million that is really separating the two sides, as Arsenal wants to pay £35 million. Wolverhampton Wanderers value the player at £50 million. Rokani David is my name. Thank you guys for watching in. I sign out for now. See you later. As our first video of the day, we are going into the UEFA Europa League draw. Then I'll be here to let you know what you think about everything. I'm out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I'm out. First video of the day. More is yet to come on this channel.